Puppeteers and the Chicago Hunted.
Speaking of lint, have you ever reached inside your belly button and got a little bit of lint coming out of there?
Yeah, I have. Yes. I think everybody probably has.
I'm just making sure. Florida Puppeteers off to a hot start. Speaking of hot starts, I don't know, the microwave.
Yeah. The
Nope.
microwave.
Cool. Okay. Yep.
The microwave can make your food start hot faster? Question mark?
Hot pockets.
No?
I don't know.
Yeah,
But
no?
we do have Florida Puppeteers here taking control here of P1, able to go up by a measly 6 points, 7 points, 8 points, trying to tote that tally up, but does not have rotation towards P2. So Chicago Hunted are going to be here in the advantage here. We do see a fight coming down here from Sin Reloads. Unfortunately, not able to win that gunfight, as Chicago Hunted are able to get 2 in transition, make that 3 in transition, as we have 2 players here, Baldy and Rays here, looking to make some havoc here towards this P2. We see some shots coming down towards White Plat. He is able to make that jump off. Baldy able to pick up that kill, able to add some presence for his team here. Going to be some trades come down here in the back. There's going to be spawn secured to the side of Florida Puppeteers, able to get 1 in time, make that both in time. That's going to be all players need their heal. And right as I say that, Sphere is able to hit a fadeaway LeBron James 3-pointer towards that glass side.
Pretty sure the kids say Kobe, not LeBron, but good start.
We didn't jump
here
off the
on
map,
P-
so
Oh. Okay, we're gonna go past that one. Florida doing a good job of breaking into this P2 here and securing a big chunk of time to put them in an early lead, but Chicago Hunted isn't letting it all go away, so they're going to break in here and secure potentially the last 10 seconds, but it looks like 2 or 3 Florida players are going to hit through hold and pick up that last little bit of scrap, and with a 10-point lead here, we've made our way over towards Kitchen for the P3. It's going to be Chicago Hunted in the hill first. Florida looking to make the way through the back. Unfortunately, Baldy's going to jump right over a player there. We're seeing the trades go back and forth, and ultimately it's going to end up in the favor of the Chicago Hunted. They're going to get back into this time. They're going to be looking to keep these Florida Puppeteers players from securing that deep spawn, and we saw an ammo box, and they bye-bye. Yeah.
he's good. He's good. He was just hopping. He heard us talking about TikTok. CRL is now on TikTok. Make sure you go and subscribe there and do some Galaxy Roses. They're not on TikTok. Don't look for them. They might be on TikTok. I don't actually know. I'm a terrible caster for the CRL. Here we are. They're on TikTok. I'm being told by the producers in our ear, but no posts have been had there. So make sure to go follow the CRL TikTok account. And speaking of TikTok, Baldy, put that on your TikTok. Great 2-piece here. Last player going to be towards the secret side. He's probably not going to know this. He's going to see him eventually slide away, get on that kitchen counter, double vanity action there, double mirror. My wife really does love the double mirror action, prefers to have 2 instead of 1 mirror.
Yeah, I think 2 mirrors is always better. The more mirrors, the merrier, you could say.
Mirror.
The mirror. Yes, you're right. English is a tough language. It's not my preferred language of choice, so it's always difficult to come up with good parodies like that. I think there's potential for Wolfie and CK to do an NPC TikTok stream for the CRL channel, I've been told. So, like Wolfie said, look out for that and give us your Galaxy Roses, and we can ooh woo and purr and act like an NPC on stream for you guys. So that'll be a great time.
Gonna be an even game heading here into the second rotation towards P1 with the side of Chicago Hunted and Florida Puppeteers. We'll get right back to this action right after this quick transition over towards P1. We do see bimodal sphere. What a mathematical phrase that is of a name. Really do enjoy that. He's going to get picked up there. Chicago Hunted able to pick up 3 here. Towards this P1, unfortunately losing some gunfights there to Sin Reloads. Going to make it a little bit more difficult for the side of Chicago Hunted to get set up here towards this P2 side, but they do have spawns. They were able to do this last time where they didn't get a lot of P1 time, but they were able to secure the majority of that P2 time. So the other side of Florida Puppeteers, you got 30 seconds left. This is where you really need to start making your move towards that P2. You either need to commit towards kitchen side, or you need to get towards that piano side. We do see Baldy able to pick up another kill on P1. But his fellow teammates here are backing him up. We got 18 seconds left on P1. This rotation towards P2 is going to be everything for this game. This is where the Florida Puppeteers can get the rest of P1. If they can get back in the spawn, this is canceling spawns out now for the side of Chicago Hunted. So they're going to be spawning out. Florida Puppeteers are going to be spawning in. If they can win these gunfights, this could be huge for them as they can hop up, take a full 60 here, and really break this game open.
Yeah, we've seen some big gunfights go down towards the front. That's going to be bimodal. They're able to get a nice two-piece and get the Chicago Hunted into that time. But luckily for Florida, you're still spawning in the back. You're looking to make your play towards the hill. Baldy's able to win that gunfight, and he's going to be in the hill for the side of Florida. We see some players coming from the white platform. Raises there for backup. Baldy's going to get the trade as well, and that's going to be one player left up, close front door. He's going to run away for his life, toes tucked between his legs, and then he's going to get killed immediately. So Florida, really solid P2 here, able to keep these spawns in their favor and secure a big chunk of time here. But from the side of Chicago Hunted, you're not giving up quite yet, and they have presence over towards Kitchen for this next P3.
And this is going to be a big swing here. You see this kind of second rotation P2 really swing a lot of Skyline hardpoint games that we see kind of at all levels here. Florida Puppeteers able to get that last player off time. Not able to click in time for the Chicago Hunter. They are set up here towards P3, though we do see some P1 action coming down. Sphere able to put some shots there. No set other players there. They are going to pick that up. So they're going to have P1 presence here towards this kitchen. Time has not been contested in the first 10 seconds. We've got a gunfight there as Sin Reloads is looking here to get some gunfights. Able to win one towards the P1 side, but his teammates are able to pick up the rest. It's going to be a successful break from the side of Florida Puppeteers. And this is where it could get pretty dangerous from Chicago. You need to continue to hold these spawns. And right as I say that, they are going to spawn out. So you need to work to get towards through the middle of the map, get towards P4, and do not let this game get out of hand, because that's exactly what could happen here with 25 left on P3.
Yeah, and I mean, this 25 on P3 is big for the side of Florida, but even bigger is them blocking those spawns towards the P4 as well. So being able to get up towards that 190 mark and past it just a little bit and have a good advantage setting up for this P4 early, you're going to be feeling pretty good if you're the side of Florida. And if you're the side of Chicago, we see him trying to take some routes. We see a big gunfight getting won there, top plat. He's going to make his way towards the back patio. And I don't know if he knows that Reloads is here, but now he is going to know that Reloads is here, as we see a team kill coming down from Reloads as well. But he's not making his play quite yet. A cruise comes in and doesn't kill that player. Now it eventually gets him. That should secure the back spawns, but as soon as he dies, that's going to allow those players to spawn up relatively close to the hill as well. So, you know, Chicago Hunted, you decided to wait your time there and it didn't pay out in your favor. And now, you know, looking at the scoreboard, there's not enough time to win on this hill, but Florida Puppeteers are going to get very close. In Chicago, you got to break now and get started on making this comeback happen.
And the break does not look like it's coming in so far. Baldy able to kind of hold his ground here. Going to be faced with a 1v2. Laxi able to help there through the front. Gonna fall. So the Shutters Chicago Hunted are going to stay alive for now. We got 10 seconds left on old. That's going to put them right about 130 as they're hopping into P1. They have not had a great P1. They left well over 20 seconds last time on P1. Sin Reloads with a great two-piece towards that bedroom side, really opening up for his team to take some map presence here towards kitchen. Unfortunately, that fight is going to go down. He is going to fall. Sin Reloads is continuing here with another kill, unable to get the fourth. Chicago Hunted are really fighting here for this P1. They need to get pretty much all of this time. Baldy's going to get an unfortunate spawn for the side of Chicago behind him, but Chicago Hunted need to hold P1. They cannot allow 20, but they really need those P2 spawns. Spawns are getting pretty mixy here as teams start to develop towards that tree, but so far Florida Puppeteers are in time and they only need 12 to win.
Yeah, unfortunate team kill coming down from God's Only Fear there. And Baldy's just going to absolute mayhem in this P1. There's one player left close that can contest. He's not able to make it. So Florida Puppeteers are going to close out map number 1 here on the Skyline Hardpoint with a victory and take the lead in our series 1-0.
Not quite a 40-11, but pretty impressive performance there out of Baldy. I believe 31-15. Sin Reload's doing some work there towards the end with getting a bunch of multi-kills. So out of Florida Puppeteers, they did exactly kind of what we've seen on some of these Skylines that are, you know, would consider a little bit more blowouts. Just that second rotation hits towards that P2. They get early rotations, and they're able to
Hunted on the offensive side first. They're going to be snagging this bomb and looking like they're going to make their way towards this A site in force. All 4 players hitting through this hedge stage street side of the map. They're going to be met with a little bit of presence here. Only one player actually looking at the A site, but there's already an immediate flank coming through from Baldy. He's top on their window side and he sees the player down low, but he has a jackal in his hand, so he's not really able to take shots at these players street, or he doesn't see him. He's going to get some shots down on a player mid stairs. He's going to take him down, and then Baldy's going to look to get out and get active again. So this flank here early on in this map is going to be big from the side of the Florida Puppeteers. Ray's is going to get caught out there by Ray. That's not going to be hard to point out in this map at all. Baldy's looking to get active, but Ray turns around on the stairs, knows something's going on. His spider sense is tingling, and he's going to get that kill. And now in a 2v2 here, I was about to say 2v3, we've got Ray and Sphere. Bomb still in the hands of Sphere as he's pushed backing towards his bus side, looking to regroup with his teammate. It's going to be interesting to see where this play develops with only 20 seconds left here. It looks like they're going to make their way towards B, and it looks like Florida may be prepared, but may not be prepared. One player rotating up through their media side, one player coming back the other way. Looks like they're getting ready to get close here and may potentially let this bomb go down and play for the retake here in the 2v2.
Yeah, I mean the 2v2 on B is pretty dangerous. I mean, retaking B is difficult. Laxy's gonna die initially. Sin reloads is gonna be kind of on the flank here. I think the side of Chicago Hunted is kind of expecting something. We do see a fight coming down chairs, and that's gonna be Chicago Hunted with the wind there, just able to hold that B side. And really, it's really difficult there when you're kind of a not 4v4. Giving up B can usually not work out for you. It's very difficult. There are a lot of corners, a lot of headies, a lot of places to just hide. And I don't know. I mean, I feel like if you're in a even towards the later parts of the round, you want to get into B as a defender. I mean, let them take A. There's a lot of corners to check on A too, but there's a lot of open that if you kind of get there fast enough, you kind of see where they escape to. So I might see some adjustments there. We are going to see a pretty heavy B hit here, but it's looking like it's going to be a little late. Might have been having a little bit of a party there in spawn, maybe discussing strategies or something, and maybe just trying to mess with timings. But seeing a very interesting slow play coming out here from the side of Florida.
Yeah, choosing to kind of play through the middle of the map. Looks like they're hitting through ticket pretty well here. And I will say, I didn't notice this, but it looked like Ray got all four there for the ace in round number one. So good job by Ray. I know we saw those two early kills come down in his favor. But here in round number two, first blood is going to go to the side of the Florida Puppeteers. Baldy is going to slide in. He's going to get taken out. But the two players are there to back him up and get that trade down. And then looks like this bomb's going to get planted now. Player that's reloads is going to get taken out in the middle of the map. We're going to see by Modal able to get that kill on the bomb planter. So now it's going to be Laxy left up here in a 1v2 with both these players on that front door. He's going to go across, get some shots down. He's going to run out of ammo. Able to get the first kill with the pistol. He's going to get the aims in his hand, but he's going to get taken out by the pistol in return there. So Chicago do a good job there, not allowing him to get that easy two-piece, making your life harder to get, and then ultimately closing that round out there with the pistol Ray is.
Did Ray not die first? Do we have a scoreboard glitch?
Kill feed bug?
Oh, there's a 64.
Number
Okay.
64.
Dude, I was super confused. I kind of looked back and saw that Ray got the final kill, although he was the first blood. I mean, Valorant, Sage, whatever the character's name is. I don't actually remember anymore, but here into round number 3, Chicago Hunted are off to a great start here in the Search and Destroy. Sin reloads is able to get that first kill or first blood. We do see some shots coming down there from the side of Chicago Hunted, but Baldy is on the flank. He's going to shoot, so team's going to know or be aware of his position, but he could have had a great play there. But Florida Puppeteers are here and ready to square up on the side, on Chicago's side of the map. So looks like they're taking a mid-wrap here. We do see one player there. Baldy able to pick up that kill. It's going to be a 2v4, make that a 2v3 for the side of Florida Puppeteers, as the rest of the players are backed up. Sphere is ready for this presence coming through mid stairs, so we'll kind of see what happens here on these next initial fights.
Yeah, they're playing pretty slow here, waiting for some more picks to come to their favor. Baldy's doing a good job of staying active, but not getting too over aggressive. Unfortunately for him, if the play starts to develop here towards A, he's going to be pretty deep in their spawn, so he's not going to be of immediate help. Reloads is going to slide across towards mid. He's not going to get the info on these two players crossing, so they're going to have a free plant here into the B site, and then Florida's going to have to make their way back over to the map and retake here with two players close, and Baldy's going to be way out of the play. So it's going to come down to these two players early if the play develops fast here. But Baldy looks like he's going to make it in time for the reinforcements. So now you just have to play your man advantage and get your picks and trades here if you're Florida.
Exactly. I mean, they have retake. This is the bomb site you want to have a defense here on. Laxey's going to be kind of the only player towards the right. Looks like we have an extra player joining that lobby here, maybe helping out the Chicago Hunted in spirit. Sphere able to pick up 2. Laxey able to get that trade, but unfortunately going to fall. Chicago Hunted, 3rd round in a row there. Great attacking round there. Way to able to kind of prevent that retake of that site in that 2v3.
Yeah, that was a good retake. And they kind of did a good job there slipping the net towards that B site, just able to make some good timing there in the middle of the map towards Ticket. And then ultimately, I believe it was Bimodal that gets a nice 2-piece on the outer chairs to kind of help get the main advantage back in their favor. So good rounds from them so far. Feeling good about a 3-0 lead, looking to keep their advantage going as they're loading into this round number 4 on the defensive side as well. They'll be favoring that.
I'm just waiting to see what happens here. Let the round marinate as we see Baldy here. He is getting very aggressive every round. He has caught a player off guard there in the background of the play, just kind of playing a flank play. But Baldy's kind of doing God's work for his team now, able to get 2 kills down. That bomb is going down. It's going to be a 2v3 retake here. Going to be a little bit of rough on the side of Chicago Hunted. We see some shots going down from the side of Sphere. They're unable to get connect. There's 2 spheres. I've been boozled. Another sphere up. He's got that extra life. Shots towards hedge. Able to get that kill, and we'll see kind of here what we can do in this 1v2.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough 1v2 here. We see a player on stage and a player on the bomb. Actually, that player is ambulance, so he's not going to check this corner. He's going to get taken out from behind. Florida's going to get that round on the board. 3-1 here. Get your first one on the board. We know that the rest can kind of flow a lot easier. And I think if you're the side of Chicago Hunted, you need to start looking for Baldy's plays. I mean, allowing this guy to get up into your face and into your spawn round after round. It worked for you the first couple rounds, but you got to be more aware of it and not allow him to get loose and get free and able to get 1 or 2 kills early on in the round to put your guys down in the main advantage.
Yeah, I mean, Chicago Hunted started off with 3 in a row. They got, man advantage, kind of fell towards the side of Florida. They're able to capitalize there. So, good round win from the side of Florida. That can be kind of a momentum swing here. Going down 3 is not what you want to do, but it is all about who can get to 6 first. So if you can kind of string a couple together here, just play calm here on defense. We see Baldy taking that aggressive route once again. Fear here at not the gun you want there, but is able to get that trade here. Going to be a 3v3. Bomb is itching closer towards that site, so we'll see if we see a plant coming down here. All 3 players are towards that stage side here, so they are going to be ready kind of for a fight on whatever side that Florida Puppeteers decide to fight from. And it looks like they kind of have all 3. They have 1 player mid, 1 player towards soccer, and 1 player towards that top 3rd media, but they are going to group up towards mid. And right as I said, that they are going to ungroup up and kind of go back to that 3 split here. And the side of Chicago Hunted are doing pretty much the same thing here, so we're going to see a bunch of 1v1s happening.
Well, yeah, potentially some 2v1s coming down from the stage side. I believe that's Bimodal's going to give up position, but he's going to turn right back around and able to get that first kill in his team's favor. It's going to be up to Raze and Laxey here, and Laxey's on the route of the Sentry, I suppose. So he's flipping deep in the spawn, so Raze is going to be the player that has to get active first, and unfortunately, he was only able to get 1 kill there, so that's going to leave Laxey here in a 1v2. No time to defuse this bomb now. Unfortunate from the side of Florida, but Chicago Hunted did a good job of playing their positioning, playing their post-plant setup pretty well, and securing that round to go up 4-1 here.
Yeah, I mean, they really just did a good job put that bomb down and just play a post-plant. Florida Puppeteers have to make a move. They're the ones who have to defuse the bomb and get there in time, and they really just took their time, and by the time the kills rolled around, didn't have time to defuse that bomb. So Chicago Hunted doing a good job not getting too over aggressive after the post plant, just kind of holding your lanes and doing what you need to there.
Yeah, I think the post plant setup was phenomenal from them. We saw them, like you mentioned, kind of spread out, and then we saw them kind of group up, and then bimodal ends up turning around to get a nice timing on that player that was pushing through stage. And playing kills with your teammate is always going to lead for more success than playing for 1v1 gunfights. So I love that from the side of Chicago. Laxey's going to start off here with our first blood for the side of Florida, though. He's able to pick off bimodal there, and they're looking to potentially take this bomb towards A, but they're doing their pretty prototypical slow play here so far. I think that a lot of times they're waiting for Baldy to get active, but this time Baldy's got an AR and the bomb in his hand. He's able to rip Ray there from the mid door scenario, and it looks like number 7 Reloads is getting active this time. He's going to get the flank on God's Only Fear, able to get that kill as well. That's going to open up this A site, and it's going to be Sphere left here in a 1v4 scenario, making his way through street. Some shots going to go down. He's going to get taken out, and Florida are going to win round number 6 to take this map to 4-2.
I'm just remembering as I was going to ask you if you think he was going to be able to clutch that round. Also, we didn't predict this one either, so we're starting off good here.
Well,
On this
I've
but
got the lead, so I don't really need to predict anymore. So I'm
I
not
know
forced to
you don't really
remind
care.
you.
It's okay. I'll buy you McDonald's if you win over the season. I mean, we've been through this. You buy me steak dinners, I buy McDonald's for you. So Chicago Hunted up 4-2 though. Ray on that scoreboard really carrying his team there. 4 kills across 6 rounds, doing exactly what he needs to with the rest of his team on those big 3 donuts. Although one of them does have 3 plants. I don't know what I'm talking about here anymore. But the side of Chicago Hunted are able to come up with that first blood here. Reloads trying to get aggressive towards that bus side there. Able to take some shots on those players towards Ticket Booth in the backside, but not able to get any kills. Baldy and Co are kind of over here towards Street. Raze is going to be the one player towards me with an AR. Probably not the gun you want. Didn't notice any of those players. And the B side is completely free for a bomb plane. It's going to be a 2v4 retake for the side of Florida Puppeteers. If they cannot succeed, that'll be a 5-2.
Yeah, and Florida here is on the deep flank once again, and I mean this clock is going to get eaten up, and they're going to have to make the play very fast once they get through these stadium chairs. And I don't know if they're going to read this player laying down in P4. It looks like they are potentially going to get him sniffed out by Ticket, but Baldy's going to get chowed by 2 players. He's going to get some good shots down, not able to finish off that player chairs. He's got to worry about the printer player here first. He's going to see him through the windows, going to be able to get that kill. And it's always hard when you're down in the man disadvantage like that to make that round happen, and you really need that first gunfight to go to your favor without a 1-for-1 trade if you want to make something happen potentially, or have some throwaway lives come at you. But Chicago doing well, having one player kind of out for info, and then the rest of the players playing their positions in the B bomb site, not allowing the Florida Puppeteers to make up any ground. And now you're sitting here, Chicago Hunted. You're on map point to even up the series here 1-1 on the defensive side as well. So you're feeling pretty good about your chances as you've played through the defensive side. I think it's going to be key to not let Reloads or Baldy get pretty active here down the middle, or get aggressive in your spawn. And Sphere's playing a nice little off angle here, Ticket. And we see this player number 6 just sprinting across the hedge side. They're going to be making their aggression here early on the A side. Oh my, they already on the flank. Is he going to get this player that's on the bomb site? They are going to get that. They're going to get the bomb planted as well, and the early aggression is going to pay off here for the side of Florida with the bomb plant. Now they just have to play their post plant setup well.
You said it well. It's going to be a 2v4 retake here for the side of Chicago Hunted. They're both, towards this middle side of the map. Number 4 has made an interesting route through. He has been spotted. That's going to be 3 players, arrows turning. That's probably going to be the end of Fear there. And so Sphere 3 is out here trying to 1v4 with a Jackal here. Not the gun for this map, and not going to happen here. Florida Puppeteers do take another map. This is the 5-2 curse. Here coming out, this is going to be the 3rd round for the side of Florida Puppeteers. So we'll kind of see what happens as this search and destroy develops here with Florida able to take that round.
Florida, you're able to keep your hopes alive here in the red card search. And I mean, they did a nice job there, kind of changing their pace, changing their play. That we've seen them on the offensive side, kind of play back in their spawn a little bit and let one player get active. And it worked early. It hasn't worked in the middle, but they decided to go all out aggression there towards the A bomb. It pays off in their favor. They're able to get the one player that's directly close on the bomb side. It allows that bomb to go down. And then in the man advantage, they're able to play their lives well as a team and get those trades. And we're seeing Chicago kind of favor towards their A side, but potentially since they're still back in their spawn, this bomb has plenty of movements it can make. And Baldy's looking to get active once again, close to their hedge side. He's not seeing any players here, so he's probably telling his teammates they're somewhere different, man. And he's looking to get active through their media here. He's going to get taken out by Ray. Good pickup there for the first blood. Now we're going to see this bomb start to get worked up towards this A side with all four players going through. Some big shots coming down from Laxey there on the A bomb. He's going to have to back up, though, play his life, and potentially give his team that info that these players may be coming over towards the A side.
I like that play from Chicago Hunted. Really just play slow. They know that Baldy and some other players, typically Sin Reloads, is usually pretty aggressive towards their side. So they're just trying to play for that pick on their side. They're gonna wait here. They're gonna have kind of an even 3v through. Is going to be a 3v2 now. Bomb going down here, 45 seconds left on the round. And so Florida Puppeteers are going to be left with a 2v3 retake here for the to keep their map alive. This is something markers coming down from reloads. Almost gets a turn on to fear. This is going to be a 1v4 from Rays. VMP is not what you want to see out of here, but he picks up the first one. He's only got 25 seconds to work with, and so it's going to be a tough one here for Rays.
Yeah, and he's going to make his way through the back of restaurant here. He could get some good timing on these two players. Nobody watching the deep flank, but I don't think he's checking the hot dog corner. He's not checking the column corner either. He's going to get some shots down. He's going to hear some footsteps eventually. He's going to put some more shots down, and he's going to get taken out there. I potentially don't think there's enough time for him to get those two kills and get the defuse anyway. So Chicago Hunted do a good job there. Again, playing their life advantage. They're able to win this map number 2 and tie up this series 1-1 here.
Yeah, I think it's a great play out of the side of Chicago Hunted up here from map number 3. Series is tied 1-1 between Florida Puppeteers and Chicago Hunted. I'm not really, I really don't have a favorite coming into this, CK. You're in the lead. We didn't give one or two predictions. Who do you think is going to take the lead in the series here in map number 3?
Oh, you know, I have absolutely no clue. We're going to take a shot in the dark here, and we're saying Florida Puppeteers are going to win this Hossie control. You know what, Jims? We didn't ask for your opinion on this stage. It's my prediction.
I just love the change. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna wait till round number 5 to give my opinion on who's gonna win here. But I want things to get a little different here. But Sphere's absolutely going off. I'm having a producer moan in my ear with the confidence that Sphere is having a challenge here towards Boat. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and go to the other side of Chicago Hunted here. A little bit rough start, but I think they clean it up here. Sphere is absolutely going insane. I think it's the same one. Not really sure. There's 2 of them. Make that another one for the side of Sphere. This dude is 5-1. Get him up to gold. I'm afraid he's gonna die here. No, he's not gonna die here. This guy is crazy.
You know, we may have a potential Shotzi on the sticks. I'm not for sure. Could be.
Well, he's 6-1, so he's not 1-6.
Oh, but Kenny's not on his team either. So.
Oh, Optics sucks. So.
Optics sucks. Do.
Sucks. Oh.
He's getting aggressive here in the spawn, though. He's getting 1. He's getting 2. He's going to get out with his life. He's not. He's going to get taken out by Rays. Able to end the Terrorizer by Modal Sphere himself. Finally. But if you're this side of Florida, you look up at this game clock and you see it's red and you hear that ticking down and you think, what the hell happened, guys? We were on B. We nearly had that tick secured and now we're all dead. The time's all gone. Bimodal Sphere is Himothy Wimothy and we're trying to get this A point now.
Oh, sorry. I Googled Bimodal Sphere and I want to know what this is. So we're seeing, I mean, we're going to watch this great kill cam at it coming here out of Fake Sphere. But apparently the AI overview in Google, which take it it's AI, well, it's usually wrong because it's Google, but it's a sphere or a material synthesized in the shape of a sphere that exhibits a distribution of two distinct sizes or pore sizes or two distinct modes in some other property.
Can you explain that to somebody who's stupid like me?
I mean, if you want to continue to explain what those mean, you just continue to get further from clarity. It's just, it's a math thing, and if you know anything about really smart math people, all they love doing is making up words that mean other words that take
Mm,
like 20 other words to describe what that one word meant.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I mean, the fact that somebody one day was like, I think letters should equal numbers. That's how you know it went downhill. But very smart individuals, and this guy must be an studious guy. Um, maybe a degree or
He's
two,
You could say
maybe
he's
five.
hella studious.
He's got to be. I mean, it could potentially be. I mean, if you remember back in the day, the good old Xbox 360 when you made an account just made one for you. This could be a made up name,
Mm.
100%. I
You
mean,
wanna know what my
I
Xbox name was back in the
I
day?
do. I want to know what your Xbox name was.
It was Devoted Weather 72.
Devoted
Right?
weather. The weather is, I mean, listen,
Right?
from the Midwest, um, weather's, I would not say devoted. Uh, Bipolar is probably the term I'd use.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe devoted to being bipolar is probably a good explanation
Ow!
here. Um, Damn. But, you know, yeah, dude, mine was, it was fraught ASP, and I forgot the numbers, but it's always four of them. It's always four or three, depending. But it was pretty good. Florida Puppeteers able to get that defense here on this side of Hossie under control, and it seems to just be the case here. I mean, it's pretty normal gameplay we see: defense, 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 offense. We'll see if that continues here. This is quite possibly the best play I've ever seen. Um, that stone, someone had to work hard on that stone, and I'm glad we got to appreciate there together as a community here. Uh, so far, Florida Puppeteers, they're looking to be the first team maybe here attack on an offense. If you're the side of Chicago hunted, um, by sake of repeating around, maybe let what happened happen because you won, but maybe don't let them just walk all over B. For complete free. So the side of Florida Puppeteers are here. It looks like they're going to be favoring that B. There's going to be first blood towards the side of Chicago Hunted. Make that some more kills coming down here for Mr. Smart Sphere. Last player going to be out of palms. The rest of these players are going to be spawned in Lambo. We're going to see three people rock. It's going to be a full fist fight here. 1, 2, 3, all down. Last player died off spawn here. Chicago Hunted have the spawn trap set up. Good reload, good cancel. Unfortunately, you got absolutely um a family friendly word on. But
He
unfortunately,
got
they're able to break
absolutely
out there
pooted
from the
on.
absolutely farted on.
He ate the toot.
He ate them too.
Florida on this B point. There's only one player left here. He's looking to play his life, kind of get lost. Bimodal is looking for him. He's going to get lost, though. He's not going to be able to find Baldy. We're seeing a big gunfight get one on Plat as well. And there's still a player contesting here on the outer fences. He's going to get taken down. Two players now stacking the points. Other sphere is going to run out of the ammo, and Baldy's going crazy right now. There's one player left close onto 10, and he may be able to stop the second tick from going through, but he's not going to contest. He's going to get taken down by Laxi from Plat, and we're seeing this third tick start to fly as well, and that's going to be point B secured, and you're pretty even on lives here. You've already got some progress going towards this A point, but they're deciding to leave and shoot their own teammates instead of capturing the point. Sphere is making a wrap. He's looking for Rays on the point. Some shots going down. He's not able to get that kill. He's going to chow with the sub. Not able to kill reloads either. Going to get taken out. And if you're looking here from the side of Chicago Hunted, you got one player left up close. This third tick is going to come right in, and Florida is going to win the offensive round. That was just stellar play from Baldy over towards B, playing his life, not allowing him to die, allowing his teammates to get those gunfight wins in the middle and allow that presence to come through, and just a quick transition and some spawn kills coming down that allowed that A point to come through fast. And that can be how Hossy control goes. It can be looking in your favor, and then in the blink of the eye, the next thing you know, you go A dead and both the points are gone.
Sorry, I was taking a drink from the potion. Florida Puppeteers, great offense there. I mean, we're gonna have to kind of see what happens here. Chicago Hunted, you're gonna need at least one. Kills are gonna be kind of tough to math out since we can't just do that on kind of the side of the Codcaster side since there's a glitch there. But I mean, you gotta win this one regardless. So whether you get offense or defense, kind of be up to that. Ray here using a interesting camo and sight combination. I'd love to see that at least once again. At least I'd love to see it at least again. I'd love for him not to die. I'd love for him. There it is, the gun. I like that. That is camo not obtainable in this game. So that's very interesting there. Rock side is popping here. We do see A progress coming down here. We see 2 players on A looking to get that first tick done. That is going to be first tick done from the side of Chicago here by Modal Sphere. Able to find 1 player there, Logs. Able to find another, but not able to get that kill. Baldy able to hop on time. Taking some shots down here. Going to be kind of some even trades. Pinstripe kill feed coming down here. Second tick was coming in until Sphere decided to hop off the point and start getting some kills. Nobody has hopped on point yet. Ray going to hop on point here. Has team going to be looking towards you. That's going to be second tick successfully in here. And it looks like Florida Puppeteers are kind of just giving this up. They're going to hop on time here. Not going to check the guy in the corner. We do see some contest coming down. Lax going to be last alive. He knows where he's at. Sphere able to get the kill, and he's going to run off a point again. What are you doing, Sphere? I'm so sorry, dude. He's got to hop on point there. South Chicago Hunted here. Looking pretty good so far in this offense.
Yeah, they're looking all right on the offense. There's potential that they could have capped this 8 point 3 times in a row, but
Twice.
now
Yeah,
the
14
kills are
times.
going through Florida's side, and now you got to make your way out of spawns. So interesting, thoughts behind it, but they are able to secure 3 ticks in total. But we're hopping off point again, and we're going 3 down again, and you come off a spawn and you got 20 seconds left till this round's over, and you're maybe not making out a spawn, potentially, possibly. Yeah, I mean, you guys are dead. You're dying again, and you're dying again, and there's 10 seconds left on the clock, and now you have to sprint at the point, and you're gonna die again, and the round's gonna be over here pretty fast. So GG's Florida.
I mean, I would like to point out that what you just did, that whole last round, is exactly what was happening in my brain. Just over and over, just same words coming out. Well, that sucks.
How these 2 teams end up playing out, but I'm just gonna say it before we start getting close to the point. If you don't touch the little hard points, you're not gonna win the game. So while it's not control, you still got to do it in this one too.
I mean,
So
we saw
shout
it
out
last
to
series.
Raze. He's
You
doing
can
it.
win.
No,
You
no,
can
no,
win.
no, no, no,
You
no.
can't. No, listen. You can.
They
You
still
can.
had to touch
You have to
it.
do it
They
for a little
still
bit.
had to
No, just a
touch
little
it.
bit.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
a little
yeah,
bit.
yeah.
A little bit. There's 5 minutes on the clock. If you're off of it for 5 minutes and you're winning at the end, you win. So far,
That's correct.
Florida Puppeteers just don't hop on the point for 4 minutes, and you're good. I mean,
That's a
I think
concept.
we're fine. It's a way to
And now
win.
they're not.
It's not a good way to win, but it is a way. Florida Puppeteers so far looking pretty good here on P1. They have quasi rotations to P2 here. Not really the side you want, but the side, I mean, I feel like it's what you initially want off spawn to be in control, but then you want to do exactly what they're doing here and just like force your way up the street, start forcing restaurant spawns. I mean, that is perfect. You want spawns off rip. You want them spawning SE kind of as the hill pops, and then push through, get your kills, and start forcing them in the restaurant. Now, the unfortunate part is there was a player behind them that they did not know was lost. He's going to get a free kill on stage, free kill on ambulance here. It's going to allow for the break to come through on Chicago Hunted. They are still going to be spawning out, but they do have man control here, and they know they're all spawning mid. There's going to be one player's coming side window there. That's Baldy. He's not going to get up, not pick up a kill there. That's going to be 3 dead from the side of Florida. Last player going to be staged. They're going to know that. They're going to start pushing them out here as they spawn restaurant. That's a perfect flip on the side of Chicago Hunted with 20 seconds.
That was beautiful from the side of Chicago, able to pick up the flank, able to win the gunfights up front as well, and then force the Florida Puppeteers to spawn out. Was just phenomenal. Race is going to get into the hill, but he's not going to see the other player behind him. So Ray is going to get that trade. The good news is if you're the side of Florida, you were able to make your way through mid, and you're going to be here close to P3 first, but there's quite a bit of mixiness coming down. 2 Florida players, 1 in time, 1 top staircase. Baldy's able to slide out, get a first kill there. Going to get traded out by Gods Only, and those 3 kills are going to secure the Chicago Hunted the hill time early. But again, the mixiness still kind of coming down where Florida's spawning in the back. Had a couple players close, but ultimately Chicago looking to extend their lead here on the P3, doing a good job holding so far. Baldy's able to get 1 kill, looking for the one front bus, could get taken out, and then we're just going to see these trades go back and forth. And which team's going to come on top? Right now it's Florida. Fears is able to get a trade as well. God's Only Fears looking to get a kill on the kid staircase. He's not going to get that kill. He's going to get taken out street. And Florida, with a nice break from the back, is going to secure themselves the rest of this P3 scrap time. And they're making their way towards stage. But Chicago's going to be here early looking for him.
And that's a good little P4 there from the side of Florida. Able to get that kind of initial break. Unfortunately, not going to be, or sorry, P3. You're not going to be here towards P4 off rip. That is going to be the side of Chicago Hunted. You do get that kill on outer, though. You are unfortunately going to fall as you get closer to stage. But Chicago Hunted so far winning the rotation battle on the P3 and the P4, which I think are honestly going to be the most important hills of rotation. And so far they're doing a good job. We'll see if they can continue this into a second rotation. Great kills coming down from the side of Ray. Unfortunately, going to lose time here as you're kind of man disadvantage here, but we do see a contest coming down in time. Honestly, really good just stoppage of clock from the side of Chicago. You don't need to win the gunfights to come out on top, but you're going to. And so it's going to continue to expand your lead here. Nobody's making that rotation towards new yet. I'm expecting to see that here with about 10 left. But the side of Florida Puppeteers are winning the gunfights. It's going to cause some spawns out there towards like pillars, forklift side. It's going to be a rough run for the side of Chicago Hunted, but they're up by 40 points here. So you got some time to waste until you can set up this P5. We have a natural pinch coming down here from the spawns. So the side of Chicago Hunted, as long as you get your kills and iron up, you should.
Big 2-piece by Ray there to pull out of their player restaurant, but he's going to get taken out. And we're going to see some little mixiness come down here in the spawn. The Chicago Hunted should spawn middle towards escalator side, whereas Florida is going to secure that restaurant side. So they're going to have the preferred spawn. They're going to still be in this hill time. Ray's able to get a nice kill. We're seeing just the trades go back and forth now. And from the side of Florida, you need to get in this hill and start making the differentiations come down here a little bit in the score. And ultimately, they're doing a pretty good job here, keeping Chicago away, keeping them trapped. We see one player making his way through ticket. He's going to be the player to make the play. He's able to get one, but going to get traded out by Rays. Lax able to get a kill as well, so this should secure the scrap time to the side of Florida. And we're going to be looking to start our second rotation. About 20, 20 points in differentiation here between the two teams, but a solid first rotation of hills, and we're going to be looking to see which team kind of makes some of the adjustments to start pulling away here.
It's a great P5 from the side of Florida. You had that early rotation. You got about 20 points on it, which isn't terrible. And so you're able to, slim down that deficit just by a little bit on the side of Chicago Hunted. But the R spawning restaurant side, which is probably not very preferable for this hill, super easy to get picked off here, as you kind of see that with Chicago Hunted with 2 kind of free kills towards that middle side. Make that 3 kills, make that 4 kills. Teammates still spawning restaurant side, so preferred towards P2, but not towards P3 whatsoever. We do see a split spawn towards that Esky side. We'll see if Chicago Hunter can read that, but the whole time, they've just been soaking hill. I mean, that's going to be back up to that 40-point advantage that they had going into that P5, so it's kind of washed out there as the game clock is advanced. Number 64 here in Fake Sphere is going to be rushing back. I guess he wants these back spawns, which I probably would not advise, but he's gonna do him. And I mean, when you're 14-11 on a 6 streak, you can kind of do whatever you want.
Yeah, I mean, he's making some big plays here on this P1 to P2 for his team. Putting more shots down, able to get two more in the hill with
Damn.
that pistol. So good plays there from Sphere. He's gonna get his brother bimodal Sphere is gonna get taken out, and now we're gonna see if the revenge can come through. Baldy's looking to get active in the hill. He's got some help on the gunfight. Sphere able to win one on the outside, gonna get taken out by reloads. That's gonna allow Florida to get into this time. And now, from the Chicago perspective, you're spawning in the back now, so you're going to have to break into this hill from behind and then look to make your way towards the P3 here with only 19 seconds left on the hill. You can't afford to lose some of these gunfights and start to have to respawn again, and it's going to allow Florida to get into the scrap time, start pulling that lead down just a little bit from the Chicago Hunted. But the good news for Chicago, there's nobody watching the mid-cross. You got two players that have already made it over towards the P4 side, or P3 side, and Sphere is set up top window. He's going to get one kill, looking for more. He didn't see the player ambulance, so he's going to turn back around. He's going to throw a stun down the staircase. Not going to get anything. God's only here with a nice two-piece there to break into the hill. Bimodal Sphere gets one top staircase. The trades go down, all in the favor of Chicago Hunted. They're into P3, and they're looking to get their setup with the Florida Puppeteers spawning in the front.
Yeah, and they've maintained this kind of 30-40 point lead the whole time here. Kind of just through this little bit entire second rotation, P1, P2, and P3 here. That's going to be 3 dead for the side of advantage Florida Puppeteers. They're able to hop in time here. Fights around the hill are going in their way. Fear able to pick up 1 kill, and that is it. Baldy's able to pick up 2. Laxy able to pick up another. That's going to be the rest of the time going here. They are spawning in the back as well, so Chicago Hunted, this could be pretty dangerous for you. You're going to be still up by 10-ish points or so, but you don't have rotation. You need to start winning these fights, and right as they do that, they start doing. We do see a Hellstorm coming down. Sphere able to pick up 1, able to call out that last player is going to be towards hill, but Laxy coming up with 2 huge kills here for the side of Florida Puppeteers, and we may see a slight lead change here.
Yeah, we're going to see the change in the favor of the Florida Puppeteers. Kills still going their way. They're going to trap these Chicago Hunted players back towards the soccer side. Baldy's looking to keep the aggression up, looking to slide on these players. Able to get a nice fire kill, some more shots going down into hedges, but Ray's able to win that. Bimodal's able to slide into the hill and break that. So now, if you're the side of Chicago, you're feeling pretty good. You got the break in here. You're looking to keep this scrap time. But from Florida's perspective, they're looking to contest just a little bit, but also start to make their way over towards that important P5. And the last rotation, we saw them with a stellar P5. They're going to be set up here first. They are playing from the long side, though. No one contesting restaurant, so this could play out not in their favor. Ray's with a nice 2-piece in the middle of the map. That's going to allow his teammates to look for these cleanup kills on hill and then potentially make some more pressure as well. So Chicago Hunted is going to have a bit of a split spawn here. Some players spawning long, a player spawning restaurant. That's going to allow them to potentially set up a pinch, but teammates go down. Some early trades are happening here. Ray's able to get 1, able to get 2, get that player in the hill as well. That's going to allow Sphere to slide in and get another kill. Camera's big gunfight. Sphere's able to win that one as well, but he is in enemy territory here with the Florida Puppeteers spawning all around him. They're not looking for him, though. He's going off on a tear right now. There's a player behind him. He's going to jump into the hill. He's going to turn around for printers. Not going to get that kill. He's got help from his teammates. And Chicago, you're able to outlast the mixiness there and break into this P5 decently late, but secure a good chunk of the scrap time and put this back close to really even here after the second rotation's ended.
Yeah, and coming at the wrong time. Do not achieve it. But Chicago Hunted had a really good P1 last time. Florida Puppeteers looking to kind of counter that here this time. We got 2 players stacking towards edges. Ray's able to pick up 1, going to fall. 1 last player default. And this could be it for Chicago Hunted here. They held this hill really well last time. They forced the spawns out from Florida towards that restaurant side, and they were able just to continue to keep it. 1 player is going to sneak through Globe here. That is going to be Baldy, I believe. He is going to hop time now mid-doors. Going to help his team there. They obviously can't win here. They do get the spawns till restaurant. If you're the side of Chicago here, any time is good time, kind of for both teams here. Just looking to stay alive. Razor with a great 2-piece there. from the side of Florida. Make that a great
3.
3-piece. Probably not going to see these players spawning. We do see a split spawn coming from the side of Chicago, so this could get dangerous. We do see Florida Puppeteers. They're kind of ready for P2. They're not just in time yet. We see their spawns coming restaurant here, so this could be pretty bad. Ray making a good flank here through stage. Able to see one, able to see both, but not able to get any kills. So we see pretty mixy P2 here. This could be the end of the game.
Yeah, Florida able to break in with a nice 2-piece there from reloads. He's going to get taken out by Spear on the hot dog cart. Some more trades coming down. More trades back and forth. 1v1 less close on time. Bimodal's able to win that. Reloads is going to get the trade. And, you know, this mixiness back and forth here is all right. You know, you've got these players from the side of Chicago hunted trapped if you're the side of Florida. You're looking to keep your aggression on this hill and potentially win it here, but you can't anymore. So you're looking to get as much time here as you can. But the big deal is going to be P3, and Chicago hunted flips for this. So they're looking to contest this old time. But really, this is going to probably not play out in their favor as the kills are starting to go down.
They flipped
Florida's
again.
oh, they flipped again. So the spawns flip from their pressure there, and now Florida's going to be here on the hill first. They're looking to block the back spawn with Baldy. They need to touch this time early to not allow Chicago to get very close and start pressing in closer to this 250 mark.
Yeah, and they're gonna be at that 240. It's gonna really come down to the wire here. Really, just these hour kills are gonna mean a big amount. Ray able to pick up one, able to almost pick up two, but Fear is there for the trade. Spawns are still in the back. Chicago hunted are gonna be close. They know where they're spawning. They should be setting up defense here. We have two players out. Laxi able to pick up one towards mid. Gonna be hitting the flank. Baldy able to pick up another. This might be the end here. Florida Puppeteers able to pick up R4, and that is going to be the map, and that is going to be the series for the side of Florida Puppeteers.
I mean, wow. Just wow. Just, oh, you have the
Yeah, I mean,
spawns. You don't
you're gonna
you
watch
don't
that
need to
back if you're
do
the
it.
side of Chicago. I mean, you
You're gonna
don't need to
shake your
push the
head.
time. Yeah, I mean, I get you want to push the time. You don't want them to let them get that high in the point, but you don't need all three people to push it. And you push it, you look in the back, and you block the spawns, and you just force the other team to spawn out. I think.